Hey guys, this is a first impression and performance review of the full CNC Aluminium Guardian Lynx, or Lynx. A big thank you to Ideal Foam Blaster, or IFB, for loaning me this blaster for review. Francis from IFB also provided some darts for use, namely the 1.19 gram blue darts by NERFSG Ryan, which come in plain and ribbed versions, and the 1.3 gram eraser darts, which I call rumbling darts in my previous video, which is directly translated from its Chinese name. I will use these darts along with worker 1.2 gram bamboo darts for testing the blaster's performance. Additionally, IFB did mention to me that the blue darts prefer barrels with inner diameter smaller than 13mm. The Guardian Lynx comes with a 30mm inner diameter barrel, so keep that in mind. Anyway, I was seriously considering getting a full red version of this blaster, and during my last visit to IFB, they kindly offered to loan me one for review. And this is the purple and silver one they lent me, along with an orange FDM printed B-car, an IFB prototype suitable for up to 250 FPS, and the red dot sight with visor. Honestly, I'm not familiar with Bullpup springers, and the only Bullpup experience I had was from military service. But I think I speak for many guys out there who served our nation during our younger years, that the Bullpup design feels very nostalgic and familiar to use and reload. I think in general, there are quite a lot of guys who lean towards this Bullpup design and look, judging from the popularity of the Lynx at my local scene. For a more comprehensive background and other details not addressed in my video, please check out ZDL's video on the Guardian Lynx, link on the top right corner. Frankly, I'm very biased towards full metal blasters, and I will rate this Guardian Lynx a perfect 10 out of 10 for looks, if it comes in red. Although it weighs about 2.2 kilograms, it is very well balanced and does not feel heavy at all during intensive use. It is also very compact and suitable for close quarters battle. It is compatible with Worker Talon style magazines and uses threaded barrels like the Worker Harrier and Seagull. However, I do have some minor gripes with the Guardian Lynx. The top metal Picatinny rail is quite sharp, and I cut myself a few times when handling the blaster. Probably a good idea to be careful when touching the rail. Also, the rail sits a bit too low on the blaster, and it is hard for me to aim with just an optic mounted directly on it. Easiest way to solve this issue is to use a riser. Also, the M-lock style holes on the blaster are just for looks and weight saving purposes, and do not work if you want to attach accessories on them. Tagging players at close range up to 20 plus meters is no problem. But how does the Guardian Lynx fare at a longer range of 30 meters? Let's find out later during the range test. According to IFB, they identified several minor early adopter issues with the blaster up to the June production batch, including air leaks and low FPS with the stock spring. This blaster could be intentionally down-tuned to meet the 200 FPS cap under Chinese law. IFB has upgraded their Guardian Lynx with an SS304 plunger tube and a more powerful 2.0mm gold-coloured spring for 250 FPS gains. This is definitely not a pinky prime, but it is reasonable if you shoulder the blaster properly while priming. IFB also mentioned that additional spring options will be available soon, so stay tuned. Now for the chronograph test. Here is the summary of the Chronograph test. All the dart types tested below 250 FPS, which is consistent with IAB Spring configured for 250 FPS games. You can pause this screen to take a closer look at the numbers. As we all know, numbers do not tell the full story. The best way is to do some grouping tests at the range. Testing was done at a range of 30 meters in outdoor conditions with light to moderate winds. I apologize for not zeroing the optic, so the majority of the darts did not hit the figure 11 target. However, I am just using the target's head as an aiming point. Accuracy does not matter now because we are testing dart groupings. I am skipping the 1 gram worker darts because the 1.2 gram worker darts are just better. Here is a summary of the grouping results. Please go ahead to draw your own conclusions from these results. But one thing is for sure, these newest and upcoming darts are totally destroying worker darts, and are definitely worth a try. Overall, the Guardian Lynx is a gorgeous, full metal, bullpup, pump action, high performance blaster. If you love bullpups and the full metal look and feel, and are willing to spend a little bit more, the Guardian Lynx is definitely the one for you. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you found this useful. Thank you and see you.